So as promised, here is the final look I'm going to be doing at the Real Grade Destiny Gundam. I have now added most of, if not pretty much all of, actually no, that's not true, there's some I left off for various reasons I'll explain, but the marking stickers. Now, these were not fun to put on, I have to say. I definitely prefer dry transfer decals over these. They're very small, they're very springy, and they leave a little clear residue around the edges. Proves to be a problem, especially since there's several occasions here where there'll be parts on one side but no sticker on the other because, well, either lost it or it got folded in half or something screwed up with it, because these stickers are a pain in the butt to work with. They're nothing like the paper stickers that most kits use, and honestly this is not an experience I'm going to go through again. But here you can see them, just sort of a basic pose. I'm going to go through some of the various points of the figure and just sort of point out the stickers on them. So, let's go. So starting off with a downward look at the upper body, you can see there's some details around the shoulders and collar piece. There are markings on the actual shoulders themselves, faction symbols, serial numbers. Moving down the torso, there are a few others, but not really that many. There's one on the underside of the cockpit there, you can kind of see, right where my thumbnail just was. But, yeah. These ones weren't really that impressive to me. There is one on the two on the top of the backpack, back there, as well as some on the wings. There's ones along the arm there, that red one, which is very crookedly applied. A lot of these are really not fun to apply because you put them down, press them down, they slide around, they don't stick down. They're just, this is not an experience I would recommend going through more than once in your life, and certainly not one I'm going to go through with other master grades and real grades I build. Moving down, there's some on the waist armor, some on the knees. Looking on the side of the legs, some of these I added where they shouldn't be, like that one I don't think is actually supposed to go there. I just, by that point, was just slapping things on because I care less. And as you can see, I added the silver parts for the hands onto the toes. I'm not sure I like that. I might toss them at some point, but they are there. The weapons also have their fair share of decals. I'm sorry, stickers. They're really not decals, even though they look like them. Including the solid shield here, which has a few around it, mainly a Zaft logo, but a few little details. Not too bad. I think this is the first part of the kit I actually detailed up. The gun's a lot lighter on the stickers. In fact, that one by the stock I actually put on myself. There's supposed to be these white, like serial number ones you put on the gray, but I put one on the other side and you just cannot see it. It's just pointless. A lot of these I feel are. I think that one on the gray part just behind the barrel I slapped on myself too, because they're just really, a lot of these stickers are just oddly placed, and I don't think they were designed that well at all. Now for the big sword, I did go a little light on the stickers. I only did a couple of them. I think there's some for the crossguard, but I threw them on some other parts of the kit. There's supposed to be some silver ones for the underside, but I did not feel like putting on 80 of those because these the foil stickers on this actually really don't stick down that well, and you'll notice, like, if I quickly jump back to the actual figure, the elbow on this side has a nice foil sticker on it, but the one on this side doesn't because I just could not get it to stick down. And they're just really poorly glued, and that's kind of a shame. The rifle does fare a bit better. It's got some decent stickers on it, although I did put on one of the serial markings upside down, so it now says a completely different number. But they do make it look better. Too bad it's still a really bad weapon that can't be used to any decent effect. But by far the worst thing on this kit to sticker was the energy shield. This, if you remember, was a clear plastic piece that could have just as easily been clear blue, but they instead wanted you to put 4 massive triangular stickers with ragged edges on and line them up perfectly to get them on. I did mess them up. If you look at the top there's a dark line where these two are overlap, and down here one of them is actually hanging off the edge right there because I just couldn't get it to line up after 4 or 5 tries, and I decided that if I went for a 6th try I'd end up completely peeling off all the glue that was left on the stickers, so I just left it there. I mean, it's an okay effect, but I would have much preferred that this piece was just cast in translucent blue. However, the backpack really is where the stickers shine on this kit, because I have to admit they do look pretty good. For starters, there's a little label right there. You go to the underneath and there's a silver part you're never ever going to see. Some good detailing up here. Detailing on the wings, little lines around the tips of the wings. some overall actually kind of okay stickering. Similar stuff here. I have no idea what Do is. I've never actually watched this far to see Destiny. I've only seen like 15 episodes or so. Not even like 12, I think. It's the most I ever saw, so yeah. But it's got some decals on it. It's okay. Probably my favorite part of it, but that's not saying a whole heck of a lot. Legs have some good decals on them. There's some like these. This one has little shiny circles that are supposed to line up with things, but I only put a few of them on because I really wasn't a fan of them. Basically, bottom line with this kit is that you can put them on, but you're going to find it won't really be worth the overall endeavor of putting them on because they really won't look that good unless you really know what you're doing. If you really know what you're doing, you might as well use, water slides or something, since if you're at that level of skill, you could probably handle that, and they'd end up looking much better because you wouldn't have little bits of sticker around the detailing. Overall, the detailing experience of this kit was really not that great. The stickers were a pain to put on, and once they're on, they look good, but not amazing. I would not recommend this to beginners. I mean, really, I just wouldn't recommend real grades in general, since they are more complex, even than master grades, in my opinion, since you're working with much smaller parts. If you've built, a master grade or two, or even just a few high grades, I'd certainly recommend going for it, but I would recommend building it stock and not putting the stickers on, because, well, the end result's, like I said, good, but not enough to warrant the effort of putting them on. And if you're to the skill level where you could put them on properly, you might as well just go for the water slides, since you're probably more comfortable doing them at that point anyway. Anyway, this has been Second Soundwave. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this video. I will be doing more Gundam reviews soon. Till that day, see ya.